Yo, what's up guys? Today's video, I just want to talk about why I prefer playing Vanilla Paladin over Season of Discovery Paladin in PvP. And no, this video is not going to bash Season of Discovery. If you enjoy Season of Discovery and are having fun with it and prefer Season of Discovery, that's perfectly okay. I'm purely going to compare the two within their game environments and give my reasons to why I prefer Paladin in Vanilla WoW from a PvP perspective. So one of the main arguments I see people say as to why they love Paladin in Season of Discovery is that they get Crusader Strike, Divine Storm, as well as Exorcism as a damaging ability you can use on any target rather than just demons and undead. Sure, you can say Paladin has more damaging abilities, more buttons to press, making the class more interactive in combat, but you also have to look at the pacing of the game in PvP. It's extremely fast-paced, with your time to kill being very slim, and I think that affects other aspects of the dynamic in PvP. I played Season of Discovery all the way up to the end of the Blackwing Lair patch. Phase 1 of SoD, you were missing some of your toolkit as a Paladin, but the fights felt more like vanilla WoW fights. The pacing of combat was still pretty good. As the game went on, the time to kill got quicker. Not only that, but the gearing in Season of Discovery was a lot different. They started to put less int on Paladin gear. Off-healing as rep basically became non-existent over time in PvP. Don't get me wrong, you can still hit those buttons, but to a way lesser effect than in Vanilla WoW. Part of that has to do with the massive amount of hit points given to us in Season of Discovery and nothing to balance that. It basically made your Holy Lights use half your mana bar and hit someone for about 9% of their hit points, maybe. The support toolkit also feels less effective in SoD because people die so fast. It makes throwing a freedom on someone kind of pointless sometimes, or a bot, because there's always 5 shamans around to purge it off. But that's a different problem in SoD entirely, not necessarily a Paladin one. I'm not going to get into that. Gearing also feels kind of bad in Season of Discovery. The gearing in SoD is so perfectly itemized and meta that it makes some sets kind of obsolete. For example, the PvP set in SoD is almost complete hot dog water, and there's a handful of gear combos that are actually good. The best one being, from what I remember from when I played, 6-piece tier 1, 2-piece tier 2. And if you weren't running that, you were basically handicapping yourself. Also, my favorite spec just feels bad to play. Everyone knows I'm a Reckoning boy. Taking a fuck ton of damage to get 4 stacks just to unleash those stacks to do maybe 1200 damage because the 30% damage reduction just feels bad. Just play Deep Red in Season of Discovery. There's nothing else to play. I feel like over time, Blizzard optimized the hybrid out of Paladin, and I feel like it kind of killed the game for me. I hope some of you guys can understand where I'm coming from with this. Part of why I like playing Paladin so much is that the class can do so many different things based on the situation you're in. You can go from healing a friendly target and bopping them to one-shotting an enemy in a matter of seconds. I feel like in Season of Discovery, that's not really a thing with DPS Paladin at all in PvP. I feel like with a vanilla Paladin, using your support toolkit is a lot more meaningful and useful than it is in Season of Discovery. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it just has a bigger impact. Like throwing sack on this guy and then like just off healing. I actually healed a lot in this fight because I kind of had to so the mage could just keep on pumping. Like they almost killed me right there, and then I bubble. And then I think they're gonna start focusing the mage a little more again. But I'm pretty much just healing while the mage is toasting them, you know? And like, yeah, you could say that a holy paladin could do the same thing, probably. But if I can potentially get stacks doing this, it's like big. And then I'm playing like with basically like DPS gear and stuff. So if I do get 4 stacks, they're getting 1 shot. But I can still throw support and help the team out in an effective manner, which is what like a support class does. Whereas in SoD, I feel like when I was playing SoD towards the end, like the level 50, even level 60 more so, like you couldn't like, there was no time to like really do any of the support stuff. You were just pretty much just all DPS. And I like the dynamic of Paladin where you do use your support toolkit. And this is a perfect example of a Paladin doing that in vanilla WoW. So it's like, I don't know, I just prefer this version of WoW over Season of Discovery. Pretty much all I got. I just wanted to kind of talk about why I like vanilla Paladin more than Season of Discovery Paladin and kind of give my thoughts on that. If you enjoy Season of Discovery over vanilla, that's totally okay. I just prefer the pacing of combat in vanilla. I like that you can actually have the time to use your defensive and your support toolkit. I feel like it just sticks longer. I don't know, just something about the feeling of the combat just feels better to me. Whereas like Season of Discovery is all Zug, balls to the wall, just you got to do as much DPS as possible, as quick as possible. Just I just don't really care for that style of gameplay. Like it just feels too much like retail minus to me. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel. It helps it out a lot. Comment down below. Tell me if you're still playing Season of Discovery, if you're enjoying vanilla, the fresh anniversary servers, because I sure am. I've been having a blast. I've been having a lot of fun. I don't know. Just thanks for watching, boys, and see you in the next one. Peace.